Okay, I hope I'm live already. So, this stream is about my trading journey. And until I will, during my stream, I will set up Trendline strategy and we'll talk about my journey and we'll talk about current strategy and my achievements and blah blah blah. First of all, sorry for my English, it's not perfect. I'm Ukrainian. I live in UK and do my best. Don't be judgmental, please. So, where we are. Where we are. First of all, I want to say thank you for Tori Trades because thanks to her, I come back to my trading again because because I go through 3 day Tori Trade course when she talk about trendline strategy. Actually, I used this strategy before, and really I make the pause for a while. I think it's about 3 or 4 months. But with her, through this program, I renew my knowledge. I renew this feeling, how this trading feels, and I came back to prop firm trading. And because they gave 5,000, I think, so that course, that free 3 day program attended more than 10,000 people, traders, experienced or fresh new traders, and they gave 5,000 evaluations from Apex prop firm, which I used before. And I get this prize and I passed evaluation, and now, so I passed yesterday and today I subscribe on my for my personal account, which is here. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if it's okay. Okay. So, and where am I? Where am I? There I am. So I'm trading with a tool which is Quantower. What's really interesting that Quantower is Ukrainian company, on which I'm really proud for. Okay, it's very comfortable tool. I don't know, everything works perfectly because before I used NinjaTrader, now I'm using Quantower. I'm so happy about this. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna set up my chart. This is previous setups. I'm not sure if I'm doing like everything perfect, but I understand the principles. So we start with the high time frame settings, which is, I would say, 1 week. 1 week, and we look through 5 years and just check. So I love how this scrolling works. You know, this is scaling thing. Yes, and this you just scroll your how it's calling on the mouse ring, and we on the high time frame we found in our general trend, which is uptrend, and we're doing this line very very thick. So in Quantower I use this tool line. So I already done this. I will show you how I'm using this tool, and I'm finishing. It's slightly different. Which Tori used. She used another tool, another program. ratio trading. So tools slightly different. And I'm using quant hour. This is 1 week. Then we go into 1 day. So on 1 week chart, a time frame, we don't only one uptrend. Then we switch in on 1 day chart. I don't need to use 3 years. I think it's 1 year is enough. And you know, the rule is like rule, how it should be. The next trend line should be connected to this point, previous point. We can slightly adjust this on the higher time frame, lower time frame. So they connected to this lowest point of current week. Okay, and so I draw this trend line, which is uptrend, when they connected 1 point and 2nd point, first and second. Okay, what we do next? Next we go on 4-hour chart. I don't know, maybe 3 months will be enough. I don't like this trend line. I don't know what's happening here, but on a 4-hour time frame, it's just dramatically going up, which is really, I don't understand why. So I don't know if should I move this trend line lower, because if I lower this, then if I come back on a higher time frame, it's too far away from the point. I don't really know. I confused a little bit here. Yeah. But on the 4-hour time frame, I can do this. I'll change a bit. This trend line already. So we use this point. Actually, this should be like this. Okay. We'll see. So this lower point, this second one. So it's not current position, but it's the lowest one. And I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing what I'm doing, how I'm doing this. And if you want, you can watch and listen and ask questions. So I delete all previous trend lines and going on 1-hour time frame. 1 month, is it enough? So you see again, this trend line, it's daily, from daily time frame, it's going higher. Yeah, I adjusted it here, but I don't know if it's 100% right. So we have this uptrend, and now I can see downtrend. And I use tool line and drawing this from here probably to here, up, at least 2 touch points, and we change color for red one and thickness. This is 1-hour time frame, so I will use 2 pixels. Thickness, okay. Okay, and we go in deeper, lower, 30 minutes time frame, and what we see over here, uptrend, probably will add another downtrend, which is going from this point to this point. Yeah. What I would say, what I found out that strategy, trendline strategy, I would say it's the best time frame for this 4-hour chart. But to practice, it's okay. I don't know. Tori said 5-minute time frame. It's okay. Maybe it's better even on 15-minute, but on 15 minutes. It depends about how much time do you have and what do you want to get from this practice, from this trading. For example, just for practice, how is it works? You can use, which I will probably use, 5-minute time frame and M&Q, like minimum contract, minimum price per tick. So here's a 50p or 50 cents per tick. Yeah. And then on a 30 minutes time frame, we still kind of have this downtrend. So we on a downtrend at the moment because lower high, lower lows, lower low, and we observe about this what's gonna bring this movement. Yeah, if it's giving us lower high and we'll move down, so it will mean that we're still on a downtrend. Okay, and if we move to 15-minute chart, it's all the same, and 5-minute chart will tell us kind of, I don't know, just playing with this one. Change into the red color, and on the lowest time frame we use only 1 pixel lane, or even we can use a dash line, you know, to understand this is not major. And even we can use dash lane about our uptrend, which is I don't really like, but also to measure our risk. So because we have 50k evaluation, but I'm not gonna trade, I'm not gonna accept that all my amount of account is my all my money, because really we have drawdown, which is relative drawdown, but it is now 2,500. And what I'm gonna do, I will trade 5% from my drawdown, which is 2,500 minus 95%, which is 125. So I'm looking for the risks 125, which is here, like, I don't know if you can see, money 164, ticks 329. So it's quite high risk, higher risk than I looking for. And 180. And what I don't really like, so now it's saying it's a little bit uptrending. So on a 5-minute time frame, I would say this is uptrend, mini uptrend, because if we look for this area, So this higher high, higher high. This one not higher. Yeah, so we already have the same level, high low, and now it's something happening. Yeah, I would prefer if it's turn down and prove me downtrend on a higher time frame. Yeah, which is on a higher time frame. Which is happening right now. Yeah, so it didn't build me higher high. Yeah, so it's not indecision or how it's called. So about my trading journey until we are waiting. My trading journey started in, I would say, March 2023, when already a good experienced trader invited me on his project, which is Trading Academy, to be a translator. Yeah, I was never interested in trading. I was never looking into this because my mentality from my culture, which is Ukrainian, we never taking credits, we never gambling. Like, okay, majority of mentality, because definitely there is people who's doing this and doing this successfully, but majority, like middle class people and lower, they no, never gamble, never play, never take credits. So I just didn't look at this side. But the idea of this project was to help Ukrainians make money in through the trading, because trading can give very good income. Trading is just a skill which you have to practice. It's not needed like something special. Okay, at that point, my mentor or my coach, he truly believed that everyone can trade. And he started this academy because he was already successful. He spent very little amount of time for trading, and trading was his main income stream, and still the main thing what he's doing in life, only trading. And at that point, he decided to teach Ukrainian how to trade. But because of the language barrier, it was very first of all, trading is not a simple thing to explain, not for everyone. And second, this is the language barrier. So he invited me to translate. And through translate, do admin job and translate. And through this, I started definitely how to trade. And for me, it was quite simple, quite understandable. Like you just doing things. First of all, you should be good in all computer tools. Yeah, you should know how to install, how to set up account, how to go to like sign up or install these different tools, trading tools. This is, I would say, very important skill, because otherwise you will be struggling on every single point. Oh, like, because they saying, usually coaches saying, even my coach, for him it was so obvious, like, just install this or just open an account. But for people who never done this before, they just, oh, what you saying? I have no any idea what to do with this. And I help because I have enough of patience to deal with the people who don't experience in anything, and just gradually, step by step, we going through this every single step. And it took me time, like, for him to say, we're using this strategy, yes. And for me, what is strategy? What has been using? Like, oh, hundreds of questions about one simple task, kind of. For experienced trader, it's very simple task. For non-experienced trader, it's like a whole world, new world. And yeah, and we run that academy, and we had many students, not many, it was about 10, 12 students, which are successfully, I would say, they all learn how to install the accounts, how to pass evaluation, and one, two, three, I think three of them, yes, me included, we reached the payout on Apex account. So, but the summary of this experience was that not everyone can trade physically, kind of everyone, but mentality, this is not for everyone. Even those people who also get the payouts, one of them said, no, I'm not going to continue because it's too much for me, it's too, I'd say, I feel gambling, yeah, because emotional, she couldn't cope with this, or she decided, no, it's too much for her to go through these emotions, because she even, I would say, she is over 60. And that's amazing because any age can trade, yes, and this is very nice to know this. So what I would say that uh, that any age can trade, but not everyone can cope with this. And also, what I definitely would say at the beginning, when I make the conclusion for myself, we definitely need to put at least 3 hours if you're doing this with the mentor, with the someone who already successful. It will take you about 3-4 years to grow this gradually, because during this you shouldn't think that after 6 months trading gonna be my first or my main income stream. No, you should always think this is kind of investments it's kind of a possible side hustle, not every month, because you're still learning, you still practicing, you just, this is new area, it's very good how to compare with studying university, or with learn how to drive a car. Yeah, because after 1 year we can be okay drivers, but after 3 years constant driving, like when you every day or like many times you driving constantly, you become very experienced, it's become your natural skill, yes, and only then you can say, oh yes, I'm a good driver. And the same with the trading, you need to practice this skill, and not just okay, I started study trading 3 years ago, and it was 2, 3, 6 months, and after 3 years, and I had a gap after 3 years, you would say, I have to start again from scratch. It's not counting. Counting if you trade in this almost every day, at least 2, 3 times a week. Yes. If you have this, if you open the chart, you practicing your skills to press the button buy or sell. When you good with your tool which you working on, then it's definitely counting as a practice. And very important thing which I learned, because you don't have to know this all how it's called, analysis, all these strategies, all these patterns, tools, you don't have to know. If you have only one strategy, the same what Tori said, her uncle, who was her mentor, they using only one strategy, only one. And then if you're using this again and again and again, you know this perfectly, you're very good in this. You know patterns, you drawing these lines easily. then you can dive deeper into the same strategy. Also, comparison with driving. When we first start and drive a car, we just need to know, okay, basic things, very basic. Steering wheel, acceleration, brake, like you change the gear, or very basic things. But during your driving, then you do using other stuff, then you know where's the oil, where's the everything, not just to pass the test, through experience. Yeah, to tell this on a driving test, tell what is this, why it is for. This is one thing. It's just theory. Through the 3 years of experience, you will know this from practice. Yeah, and this is completely different things. Um, so this is it. You don't need to know a lot of things. You just need to find the okay, this is very good. If you have a mentor, if you have someone who experienced, who know quite a few strategies, different tools, different tools, strategies, and you can find with the mentor which is the best for you, because Trendline is really good strategy, but it's not definitely could be suited for you. For example, if you have only mornings, few days a week, you will need to use one kind of strategy or adapt this strategy, or something which is will be suited to you, and and practice only this one. Yes, and then it will bring you to success. Where am I? I just want to check. Yes. About my trading. So now we can build high, which is good for me. What I would like to see on the chart. I use, okay, if you look through my channel, you can find quite a lot of videos, quite a few, not a lot, but quite a few videos about trading. I just check in on my phone, yes, just to give you ideas. So if you go on my channel, there's a lot of shorts about trading. Not recently, because I had a gap. Yeah, but if you scroll down, I have some of them Ukrainian, but some of them even English. Yeah, so I show trading. I show what's there. There's Trendline, definitely. Yeah, quite a few videos about trend lines. And about what is it about? It is about ranging. So yeah, it's about ORB strategy. I think there is how to pass evaluation in one trade, 1 day pass evaluation, which I done yesterday. And I don't know if I tell in here about super trend strategy, which is also a practice. Yeah, it was my journey that time, and I coming back and a bit excited about this, and I gonna take this slow, not in a rush, because yes, if it's not aligned with my trading plan, for example, if this risk more than 5%, yeah, now it's $160 risk. I'm not taking this trade, yes, only if it's not more than $125. If it's 130, okay, yes, I will take this. So This is the little bit of playing around, but not much. 160, it will be more, like more than I expected. Perfectly play around 100 per trade. Yeah, so then I have 25 trades, yeah, which I can risk. It depends from relative drawdown. Just observe. Yeah, I have time. I working today from home, so I just leave in this chart and will observe this. Usually, it's good to do if you're working at the computer. They perfectly have few screens, yeah, and leave your trading chart on the screen. I don't know, at some trading tools you can put on rings or bells. I don't know if I never tried this. Oh, what is this? Alert. Okay, alert. Horizontal, vertical. You see, here is horizontal or vertical alert. So it's not really good for me because in other tool, I think on Ninja Trader, you can put alert on the lane, not horizontal or vertical, just on the lane. And when it's crossing, for example, this lane, it's going to ring you. Yeah, or you can put alert here and here. In Quantower, in the free version, it's probably available on a paid version. I don't know. I use a free one. Probably you can have this. And this is quite useful tool. As well about journaling, I would say for me, for beginners, definitely, I would say it's a useful thing because sometimes, as Tori explained and other guy explained, owner of on the day 3, that such not obvious things could affect our trade, and if we're journaling, then we can see. Okay, I don't know. Sometimes it can become a bit crazy, but if you just follow the points which Tori shared on day 3, it can be very good because preparation, before trade, it's a very important thing when you're not in a rush, when you're in a calm stage. Sometimes, so that my very good stage, which was this year, January. So I would say December, January, February. I get a few payouts from Apex, and I done this proper. Like it was like my main job. I get up, I had my routine, everything settled, and before trade, I done meditation. I done all setups, meditation, calm down my mind, calm down my physical. Even when you're in a rush, your body kind of in stress. It can be in stress not even because of trading. It can be in stress because just in stress. So that's it. And treat this like main job. It's definitely brilliant to success. Do previous setups, do your routine before trading or around trading, do your journaling. It's part of routine. Should be review your journaling. Okay, once a week, once a month. I don't know. It's also very useful to review your journal. And also, I done for the students. I done very simple task. Very simple task. Just open the chart once a day for 15 minutes. And it can be any time. It can be morning, afternoon, night time, anytime. Open the chart, maybe adjust your trend lines, or maybe just to look what's going on, to do a little bit kind of back testing or looking backwards, how was that, how their strategy worked before. But spend 15 minutes time. And this is already the practice, day-to-day practice, which you improve in your skills. just open it. If there is no trade, there is no trade. But you open the chart, you look at this, you saw price movement, you saw your tool which you use. And the people who can't do this task, they can't go through this experience more likely. Yes, they're gonna fail more likely. If you can commit it to this 30 day or 3 weeks, just do this task, then you can talk about growth in trading. If you can't do this, it's less likely going to happen with you as success, or it will take you years and years and failures and years. Yes, you're going to go through the failures. You're going to lose your accounts, or if you trade with prop firms, or you're going to lose your money if you trade on your own. You should treat this like a something, some kind of investments, which you invest your time, invest not a lot of money if you trade with prop firms, but it gives you very good skill, which definitely can bring you to good income over time. And if to look through the for the trade as a business, I would say I agree with this. This is the best business, the best investments, because to run your own business, oh my god, there's just so much headache. It's very different headache, but I think it depends from personality, because for people who are really happy to communicate, to organize things, to do blah blah blah, everything at the same time, because when you're doing your own business, okay, you're good with making nails, yeah, you're very good, and you want to run your own business, you don't want to work for someone else, you want to work for yourself. Forgot about making nails, because at the beginning, 60-70% of the time, you have to think about administrative role, about set up your business, about bills, about taxes, about rent, about everything which are not related to your main skill. Yeah, but there is more money. And trading, you don't need to think about advertising, about customers, about service, about bills or rent or things like this. You don't have to think about this. So you're all focused on trading, on your skills, on your psychology. That's incredible, yeah, if to compare. And especially if you're introvert, yeah, go into this. Go learn, take your time, 3 years time with the mentor, with one strategy, then you will be definitely successful, because you can not to be. Yes. Good. I'm gonna finish my stream because this is quite a long time anyway. 1, 2, 3 to wait when we're gonna cross. But for example, about on this chart, yeah, it's coming closer to my risk, which I can afford on this trade. And I like this. If you look at this, you have any questions, just leave in the comments. Either way, I'm gonna reply in the comments, or I'm gonna make short, or I'm gonna make another stream when I will answer. Again, I'm excited about this, that I get this prize from Tori, from that, so I get a knowledge, I get a prize, and I updated my memory about this trendline strategy, which I learned from her video. Yeah, this is, she given a lot for free. And yes, also a huge recommendation. Yeah, I highly recommend to look through a course about psychology in trading, James Tilstead. Yeah, he mostly is mostly he's talking about psychology, but if what's related to trading, mostly talking about forex trading. But anyway, it's applicable for other things because the main thing is about psychology. Highly recommend. Very useful for mindset, to clear your mind from all this massive shit ton of information everywhere. Okay, good. I'm finishing. Thank you so much.